What's up guys, my name is Devin and welcome back to another episode of Footballrs. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing the brand new LeBron IV Fruity Pebbles football cleats. Alright guys, so here are the cleats. Again, these are the LeBron IV in the Fruity Pebbles colorway, and as you guys can see, we do get a special box with these. Let's take a look. First thing you're going to notice is LeBron James kind of in that Fred Flintstone's fit, dunking on Mr. Fred Flintstone himself. Little LeBron logo on the basketball, some LeBrons on feet, and then of course the big LeBron logo at the top. And then on the side, it does say Fruity Pebbles, naturally flavored with speed and agility. That's pretty cool. And let's see the back as well. The Flintstones and all related characters. So this is kind of like a sheath on the outside of the box. We got to slide this off nice and gently. It's kind of beat already from shipping, but oh well. Let's get this out of the way. So this is the actual box. As you guys can see, this is unlike any Nike box. This is a super premium, really cool box. You guys, it's got the Fruity Pebbles all over the whole thing. You get a little window, you can kind of see the cleat there, and just all Fruity Pebbles all over. Another thing about this box is it's absolutely huge. You guys have seen me unbox stuff on this desk before, and usually the box doesn't fill up this much space. Let me actually grab a regular box and kind of compare for you guys. So this is the Fruity Pebbles box, and this is a standard box. This is the box that came with the Nike Diamond Turfs we did some content on, and you guys can just see the size difference. This Fruity Pebbles box is absolutely huge, super different. Usually Nike doesn't really go all out on the boxes lately, but these are pretty insane. Also, the material in this box is like heavy. It's like a thick, heavy box, but let's open it. And it's just like a thick, heavy box. This is crazy. But you guys are here for the cleats, which are right here. So check it out. This is the LeBron IV Fruity Pebbles. First time I'm really looking at them kind of closely. And geez, man, the details on these are absolutely incredible. Wow, these are awesome, dude. Let's go. I'm so excited to see Nike kind of start to get into doing more creative stuff, bringing back some of these iconic silhouettes like they did with the Diamond Turfs and now the LeBron IVs. These things are amazing. Let me pull out the other one and kind of put this box back together really quick just to give myself a nice place to do this. All right, now that we've got the unboxing part out of the way, it's time to kind of go through the cleat, give you guys my first impressions, what I think about the cleat, if these can be a viable option for you guys. And also, if you guys want to see a full review on these, please let me know in the comments below. Let's get into it. So first things first, these cleats dropped on Nike and Dick's Sporting Goods for $230, which is, I think, the highest mark I've ever seen for a pair of football cleats in my entire life. $230 retail is an absolutely insane price. And honestly, right now, they still have a lot of these available. A lot of people didn't buy them. They didn't sell too many. So if you guys want to get your hands on them, they should still be available on Nike and Dick's Sporting Goods. So if you guys like them from this video, go cop yourself a pair. Obviously, this cleat is based off of the LeBron IV basketball shoe. We've seen a lot of basketball silhouettes kind of making their way into football, and this is just another example of that. We saw some athletes get their hands on these last season. Saquon Barkley is the only guy that really comes to mind right away for me, but these are really cool and the details on them are incredible. I want to start things off by talking about the traction plate actually. So as you guys can see, this is the Nike Alpha Menace traction plate. This is going to be a big skill football cleat, which is kind of a surprise to some, but honestly, the way the LeBron IV is built, it makes sense that it's going to be a big skill football player. LeBron himself, if he played football, would have been probably a tight end or defensive end, and that is kind of that big skill category. So his shoes and cleats kind of cater to that. Kind of going off that a little bit more, this LeBron IV, you can tell the silhouette has some good stability. You get this nice like foam material on the side, which gives you a lot of side-to-side support. It's pretty stiff, so it's going to keep your foot kind of locked in place. You're not going to roll your ankle, which is kind of a big piece for big skill guys. This foam material, it's a little bit on the heavier side, so that's probably another reason they didn't make it into a speed vapor cleat, just because it is a bulkier shoe slash cleat, and it's definitely catered towards the bigger guys. Next up, let's just go over some of the really cool details on these. The first is, of course, the Fruity Pebbles on this side piece here. Just check that out. It's so cool. And then, of course, it's all over the box as well, but you guys can see that Fruity Pebbles design all the way throughout the cleat, up over the side, and just all the way through. Really, really cool. The next thing I noticed is on the heel tab, it says family size, which is a really cool detail. And of course, it's a bunch of different colors, just like Fruity Pebbles. Very cool. And then you actually get the exact same thing on the front tag as well, family size there. And then on the front, you get a little lion. It says King on this one. And then on the other one, it says James. So King James, of course, that's LeBron. And then you also get the LeBron 23 logo here as well on the tongue. Also, something I should note real quick is that these are a sample pair. Nike sent them over to us, so we don't have the actual retail pair, but I'm pretty sure it's the same, but this pair is labeled as a sample, so you guys see that black sample branding on the inside of the cuff. That's why. Speaking about the cuff, these have the exact same cuff as the Vapor Untouchable Pro 3, and then also the OBJ Uptempos, which I actually have a pair. You guys can see this is the exact same cuff. And then the lacing system is kind of similar as well. Both have kind of those wide elastic bands kind of going over the top of the foot. Going deeper into the lacing, up top, you kind of have what looks to be like a metal eyelet, and then underneath the elastics, you guys can see there's some eyelets kind of sewn onto the inside of the upper, so that's going to give you a nice tight fit. It's going to tighten this down and be nice and secure on your foot. Next thing I want to talk about is the actual padding of the cleat. There's honestly not a ton of padding. You usually get more on Alpha Menace style football cleats, but the padding on the inside around the heel is actually pretty thin. I'm not really sure how well you guys can kind of get in there and see, but not a ton of padding, so that is kind of a concern for me. Just kind of going along with the comfort. Let me see if I can get this insole out for you guys. Let's see if it's glued in. Ugh. All right, guys, so this is the insole. As you guys can see, it also got that Fruity Pebbles print all over it. And then on the back side, nothing really crazy here. This is kind of a stiffer insole, so that's kind of cool. And then as you guys can see, it actually comes up around your foot. So when your foot kind of sits in here, it kind of caresses both sides of your foot and it kind of locks you in real nice. Next thing I want to talk about is kind of this mesh material, the booty that kind of secures your foot. You guys can kind of see right there, it's a nice breathable mesh, and it's going to be the same that was on the Vapor Untouchable Pro 3. So here is kind of my pair I have here, and you guys can see that is the exact same material, same cuff as well. So really these cleats are incredibly similar, which is kind of a surprise because these dropped in like 2018 and these just dropped 6 years later, and they're using, you know, pretty much the same technology for a lot of the cleat. Regardless, this booty has always been one of my favorites, and this mesh material is really nice. It's really breathable, does a nice job hugging your foot, and it just looks good, feels good. Honestly, not mad about it. Now, as cool as all these colors are, this might pose a problem for a lot of you guys out there who might have strict coaches, or you play for a college team, or even in the NFL. A lot of you guys probably can't wear a crazy colored football cleat like this. You have to wear a cleat that's kind of your team colors. So I think that's why a lot of these haven't been sold, because we're just not seeing a lot of guys who can wear all these colors all over the place. They want you to wear something that matches your uniform, which makes a ton of sense. But if you guys can wear these, I mean, this is the ultimate statement. If you pull up in some Fruity Pebbles football cleats, like, come on, it's fire. But like, I feel like a lot of you guys aren't gonna have that option because they are so outlandish. They do stand out a ton. But as far as the looks go, like, I think this is a great looking football cleat. I was kind of skeptical when the LeBron 4 was leaked to become a football cleat, but honestly, it looks really good, especially as an alpha cleat because of how the LeBron 4 was already built. It's got a lot of support, feels really good. This upper material is nice and thick. It's gonna protect your foot as well as give you plenty of support. And they just look really good. I really hope they come out with more colorways of these because, like I said, I think if they drop these in an all white and all black, they would fly off the shelves. You guys would eat that stuff up because I do think they're gonna be a great big skill football cleat. If you guys wanna see a full review, please let me know in the comments below. I'm kind of torn if I wanna do a full review on these or not, so please let us know in the comments below. So I think I've covered pretty much everything about this football cleat. We talked about the colorway, we talked about the traction plate, the design of the cleat, the collar, the booty, the lacing system, and then some of the cool details as well. Hopefully they do drop these in more colorways, and also I want you guys to please let me know if you guys want a full review on these cleats. I'm kind of on the fence whether I want to do a full review, so please let me know if that's something you guys would want. And again, if you guys want to get these, they still have a bunch of sizes available on Nike and Dick's Sporting Goods for $230, which I know is a steep price, but they are a very cool pair of football cleats, and they're guaranteed to catch a lot of eyes and stand out on the football field. So that's going to do it for this part of the unboxing. There you guys have it. There's the full unboxing of the brand new LeBron 4 Fruity Pebbles. The details on these are insane. These are a really cool pair of football cleats. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, like the video, comment what you guys want to see from us next, and subscribe for more videos just like this one. My name is Devin, and thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Footballrs.